Alright, so hopefully you can hear me with all the wind noise. But on the way to Florida, heading down to Pensacola finally. This is about the 5th time we have stopped. So I got my boy David with me. Let me show you where we are. Yeah, because you gotta stop at Buc-ee's. If you saw my video last year, you saw that I thought I was going to stop here in Athens at the Buc-ee's, and it hadn't even been built yet. But it is here. Gas stations are just, about 100 tanks up here. I was stopping to get some gas. But let me show you how I got everything rigged up on top. That is why we have had to stop multiple times, because we keep having people say, hey, pull over. And I thought, man. So I've been having problems with my new setup of holding my kayaks on. Hang on a second. Alright, so this is the most recent rendition of how we're trying to hold all these things down. So I am more than open to any suggestions from any of you that have ever had to carry 2 kayaks at one time. However, I do not like carrying them up wide, like vertical, so to speak, because it is so windy now. If I had to do that, it would be even worse. I'd be getting blown all over the road. So we've just put multiple straps on. We kept having a problem with the new one. With the Outlaw, it kept sliding backwards, so we finally, you see I got a strap loose here too. I got to fix that. These are the new little additions that I made to help, and that's been good. It holds it from going off sideways. The foam's working okay. It's not the best. We finally just had to tie it to the front down to my hook because I couldn't get it to work. It just wouldn't stay. It kept sliding backwards. So I'm going to sign off for now. We are so far behind, it's not even funny. As far, we finally just made it to Alabama. We've been stopping so many times, so I'll update you guys once we get down to Pensacola. Good to see you. We're out here, y'all. Hey, Dave. Say hi.
Hello. Howdy.
So we're out here. Finally made it to Pensacola. It was a rough trip. Had a lot of problems with the kayak situations on top of the exterior, but we made it. So we're just going to start fishing. We're out here at I can't remember that. I'll tell you later. I'll put it up on screen or something. But we're out by 3 Mile Bridge. We're underneath. We're on the bank today. It's supposed to rain later, so we didn't want to get the kayaks out. So let's get to fishing. Are you getting hits?
Yeah, it ran straight out.
Dropping it straight down?
But then I didn't, it might have been a small, something grabbed it.
Yeah, no.
When I set the hook, I did too much braid out there and I didn't really snag it like I should have.
Oh.
I had too much of a loop, but I saw it running out and I was,
yeah?
I don't know, I'll try one more. If I don't do that, I won't play that game.
Well, we got an extra dozen, so you know. Yeah, if it's a pinfish, that's what that is. That's a saltwater bluegill. That's got to attract.
I see the minnows jumping.
Yeah.
So I drop it down in there. See if somebody's like, oh, we're underneath. We can fall down.
Yeah. Well, what we're going to do now, because there's a storm coming, and we were just trying to get in a little bit of fishing in the morning. We didn't take the kayaks out because it had been too much to try to get them out the first time around and getting moving. The next 3 days are looking really good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to Beach Bum Outdoors. Hopefully we'll see some of the fellas there, and we'll probably buy something. I got the shirt on, look. All right, hey, we'll see you out there. Hopefully you'll be at Beach Bum Outdoors when we get there. Made it to Beach Bum Outdoors. Let's go! we'll double check that too. You can give me the shade.
You don't mind.
What do you want me to do? I want you to get a video. Hang on. So David's got his first pompano, and I've never had a pompano, and I'm excited for him. But this is off from right off the beach. We're at Gulf Shores Beach pier. Anyway, let's get him off, find out if he's long enough.
My first time ever.
All right, David's putting it on him. Now we got a Spanish mackerel to go with the pompano. Gonna eat good tonight if this one's long enough. I can't remember if there's a limit on mackerel. Well, here it is, my monster of the day. Spadefish?
Spike.
Spike? What?
S-P-I-D.
S-P-I-D? You sure it's not a spade? I don't know. Hey, yeah, this is my monster. I don't have to zoom back. David's offering to hold the camera for me, but he's like, you know, he's cool looking. If I had a saltwater aquarium. All right, hey, I didn't get skunked today. Woohoo! All right, first time filleting a pompano. Let's see how this goes. Here we go. On the other side. Not bad. First time filleting a pompano. And we'll get up underneath here. This skin is very soft. It's almost peeling off at the top of it over here. So this is always a little trickier for me, getting up underneath it. I'm going to cut it off here. That way maybe I can get underneath it better. Started. Put it down. Alright, cut a little bit of this out. It's a pretty good looking fillet. I'll cut a little bit of the red out, and there's some pin bones somewhere in here. I think they're more up here. Cut that at an angle, get some of that red meat out. There's not a lot. I forgot to bleed all the fish, so that's on me. I think right there. There we go. I think I got them all on that. This one, good to go. So it's the same thing the other side. Well, it's a little dark outside tonight. This is a really nice place we're staying at. It's got a, I can never remember the name of those camp RVs, that silver, real cool old school kind of thing. Anyway, got a nice pavilion out back, bunch of couches and chairs, and so we just cleaned all the fish, and we're not gonna eat them tonight. It's late, and we're gonna just refrigerate them instead of freezing them. They've already been cleaned and got the fillets cut. We're probably gonna fry them up tomorrow. And so we got one pompano, one Spanish mackerel, and somebody gave us a whiting. So it'll be pretty good eating tomorrow. Most likely is when we're gonna eat them. Tomorrow we're gonna go to one of my favorite spots. It's a place, if you watched my video last year, I caught the 21-inch red drum, or redfish, or whatever you want to call it, depending on what part of the country you're from. And going to try and put David on some bigger fish tomorrow, hopefully. And I didn't get skunked. You have already seen the the aquarium fish I caught. We had a good day. We did get up early and we went out and we tried fishing again, as you saw, out at the bridge, and just had a bunch of stuff steal our shrimp, little bitty fish. So we left from there because it was about to storm. There was some lightning and thunder that were getting ready to roll at us, and so we left, went to Beach Bum Outdoors. So I'll put some of that in the video so you guys can see that. I was able to meet Beach Bum for the second time, although he meets a lot of people and he didn't remember me, of course. But met Bearded Brad in person. We've been talking a lot on Instagram, back and forth a little bit. He grew up in, or he lived in Nolensville for a very long time, and me in Nashville close by, we actually fished and videoed some catches in the same pond, and so that was kind of cool to find out that when we were messaging. And so talked to him for just a few minutes today in Beach Bum. Brant wasn't there, at least I didn't see him. He may have been there somewhere else, but I saw his wife, and Beach Bum's wife was there. But it's a super cool store. If you get down here, you got to come down here to it and just be around, support these guys, because they're doing good things. They put out good content, and they help me basically kind of continue with kind of the inspiration of going, you know what, these guys are not any different than me, other than they get to live in Florida and they fish a lot more than I do. But they didn't start out that way either. So just trying to push through and get things rolling as best I can. Dave and I will be going out to a really good spot tomorrow. Like I said, that I just love that spot, and we may try to fish some different docks than I have in the past. You guys will get to see both of us on kayaks, and we're looking forward to having a great day. So we'll see you all in the next one. Hopefully I'll see you out there on the water.